Central Methodist Eagles. We ask that all players, coaches, and spectators abide by the NAI Champions of Character values, which are respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. And now, let's meet the starters for tonight's contest. First, for the visiting team on the scoreboard, Missouri Valley College. In goal, number 1, Vicente Benitez Delgado. Number 4, Strahina Jurdich. Number 5, Julius Kruger. Number 6, Jacob Adams. Number 7, Malik Hazanovich. Number 8, Tate Richards. Number 9, Kareem Apicorno. Number 10, Yoshiki Irgashiri. Number 11, Sam Green. Number 13, Ilian Store. And number 14, Izuki Hashimoto. The Vikings are led by head coach Vladimir Simic, and he's assisted by Charlie Dukes and Martin Weinich. And now, let's meet the starters for your Central Methodist Eagles. Freshman defender, number 3, Jan Bechter. Junior defender, number 5, Adrian Stock. Junior defender, number 6, Basil Ernay. Senior forward, number 7, Isaac Johnson. Senior midfielder, number 8, Alvaro Perallo. Sophomore forward, number 9, Liam Arthur. The senior midfielder, number 10, Matthias Stork. Sophomore forward, number 11, Kuhn Schimmel. Freshman midfielder, number 12, Mats van der Eerden. Junior defender, number 16, Cesar Queller. And in goal, freshman, number 1, Nicolo Cabras. The Eagles are led by head coach Adam Gallen, who's assisted by Eli Sherman. Good luck to both squads. All right, welcome again into Davis Field. We've got Heart of America Athletic Conference regular season action here. This one a little bit more intense as we've got the number 16 Missouri Valley College Vikings out of Marshall, Missouri, paying a visit to your Central Methodist Eagles. This is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications here at Central, bringing you the action. We appreciate everyone from Valley, CMU, if anyone from anywhere else from around the conference is tuning in. How's it going? We appreciate you all listening. This should be a fun one. So we get things started, just like that. Again, latest poll came out today. The Missouri Valley men jumping 4 spots to number 16 in the NAIA national polls. They've been a staple in this conference for a number of years, led by head coach Vladimir Simic. Eagles under first-year head coach Adam Galla. Vikings enter this contest with a 7-3-0 overall record, 6-0-0 in Heart of America play. The CMU men 5-5-2, 2-3-1 in conference action, and I got to tell you, there is no love lost between these teams, no matter where you are in the standings or rankings. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but we've got a drum off to our left. We have a packed student section on my right. So it is jam-packed here for tonight's matchup. So we brought you starters earlier today. Shout out to my producer, Natalie, for throwing those up on the board, and my student worker, KJ Johnson, for running that camera down on the field, as well as Ozzy Brella running the main camera that you guys are experiencing right now. So should be a fun one as we get things going. So again, the Vikings currently number 1 in the Hart regular season standings with a 6-0 record. CMU looking to secure an upset bid over the number 16 team in the country, but this ball is thrown in. Cleared by Erne, still in Viking possession though. Ball sent in, headed away by Erne again. And believe it or not, we've got our first foul of the game. I'm sure we'll have a few of those this evening. And again, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the chants are going to be loud. The drum is going to be loud. It's just going to be loud. So a foul called on CMU. I believe that's going to be on number 10, Matthias Stork. So Malik Hasanovich for Missouri Valley. Looks like he may take this. We'll see. They've got a free kick just inside the 20. And CMU already in a defensive stance here. Less than 3 minutes in. Free kick is taken. Deflected by the CMU wall. It goes out. It'll remain with Missouri Valley, though. Erne, two-time honorable mention All-American. Erne kind of does a little bit of everything, almost like a utility player. He can play anywhere on the field if you ask him. Kind of just depends. So, throw in for the Vikings over everyone's head. Stork. That ball sent in. No harm, no foul for Nicolo Cabras. So just a goal kick for the Eagles. Again, if you're just now tuning in, the CMU women secured a 4-2 victory over Missouri Valley. That was a number 4 versus number 20 matchup. So with that win, CMU maintains sole possession of first place. Basil Erne up to Isaac Johnson on the far side. Ball sent in. Goes out of bounds. I think that'll be a set piece for Missouri Valley. I think Sam Green, number 11, is going to take this corner. Green sends one in. Punched out by Cabras. Goes across the way. Goes out of bounds. That'll be a throw in for Hashimoto. Hashimoto deep throw in. Again, good job by Cabras just goes up and skies that one and secures it. Again, you're watching two soccer powers in the NAIA. CMU winning national championships in 2019 and 20, and then Valley winning it in 2021. So we'll get a foul on Missouri Valley and the cheering from the CMU section. See if I can get a number for you. I'm going to assume that's number 8, Tate Richards. We'll see if the people agree, and they do. So Johnson up to Erne. Erne over to, it's turned over. Excuse me, that's Queller over here on the near side. Johnson is on the far. Stock. Johnson sends it over to Arthur. Arthur to Stork. Again goes out of bounds. Sideline official elects it to go the way of the Vikings, so they'll move quickly on it. Erne. That's Hasanovich with it. Hasanovich still with it. He's got Schimmel and Vander Eerden. Quick foul by Vander Eerden, number 12. Vikings free kick. They'll move quickly. Again. I believe that's Hashimoto committing the foul again. We'll have a few of those tonight. So do the best we can to get numbers. Numbers aren't always the best on either side. Turnover by Stork. That's Kruger with it now. Perojo to Johnson for CMU. Perojo to Erne. Erne to Perojo. That's Stork. Erne. Erne was looking for either Schimmel or Vander Eerden, but over everyone's head. Valley's going to come away with possession. That's Richards on the far side with it for the Vikings. Johnson gives it back to CMU, so Perojo looking for Vander Eerden. Right at Benitez, Delgado. Delgado skies that one. Headed by Bechter to Stork. Stork goes down. No call. We'll continue to play. It's Hashimoto. Vander Eerden defending. Richards. Richards still with it. Queller was looking for either Schimmel or Arthur too far, though. Bechter. Now Bechter to Stock. Stock with pressure, so he's going to send it to Cabras, who clears it. Goes past midfield. Goes out on the Vikings, so throw in for the Eagles. Last year, CMU claimed a 2-1 victory over the Vikings in Marshall. In 2021, they defeated the Vikings 4-0 in the regular season in Fayette and then 2-0 in the Hart Tournament Championship. Hasanovich. Great pass to Hasanovich. I think they're going to call him offsides, and they do very quickly. So good idea by the Vikings, just a little too far out in front. So the last win for the Vikings over Central Methodist was, believe it or not, this is going to sound odd, but May 8th of 2021. You may be asking why we were playing soccer in the spring of 21. Well, it's because we were playing an odd COVID schedule, so postseason games were getting played in May for your fall sports. So that was a 4-2 victory for the Vikings over Central in Columbus, Georgia, and that was actually a national championship semifinal. Missouri Valley would go on to win that national championship and marked their first national championship as a program in school history. They had previously went to back-to-back national championships in 2017-18. Lost both of those. One of those was to CMU. Vander Eerden to Johnson. Johnson back to Vander Eerden. Isaac Johnson tries to send a cross in. Cleared. Stays in, actually. Goes to Valley. Padoho. He's got Schimmel on his left. Jersey pull by Jurdich. No calls yet. So it's been about 2.5, 3 calendar years since Missouri Valley's notched a win over the Eagles, so looking to break that streak. Hasanovich with a beautiful cross in, just a little bit over Jurdich's head. But again, you can see the power from the Vikings offense. 14 minutes into this contest. Hasanovich. Again, shout out to Andy Pulverenti, Missouri Valley's SID, if you're watching. Appreciate you. Thank you for the pronunciations. I do my best to try to make sure I get them somewhat correct. Cross sent in, deflected. Padoho comes away with it. And he's got a bunch of different programs he deals with. I think it's up in the 30s in terms of the number of teams over there. So he does a great job. Been there about 10, 11 years. So shout out to you, Andy, if you're tuning in from the comfort of your own home. They'll call Erne for the foul and Hasanovich. It'll be a free kick for the Vikings. Johnson sends one in, looking for Schimmel. Schimmel to Arthur. Arthur goes down in the box. And that goes out on Benitez Delgado. So CMU, I think, is going to get their first corner kick and an opportunity to set piece. I'm going to assume this is Kuhn Schimmel down here on the left. The gallery would confirm that. So Schimmel sends one into the box, headed. Punched out by Delgado. Hasanovich and the Vikings looking to counter. Good defense by Stork, and he takes a knee. And we'll have our first stoppage in play. 28-21 on the clock as we tend to him. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to CMU Eagles Men's Soccer here on the Heart Conference Network. All right, so welcome back. Matthias Stork replaced by, see if I can find him here. I know it's Lucas. Number 14, Lucas Perrin. Just wanted to confirm that. So that's Hasanovich for Valley. Hasanovich still with it. Great pass by Hasanovich and just over the crossbar. And they're going to try to say that Cabras got a hand on it, that it should be a set piece in a corner. So Hasanovich with the shot just right over the crossbar. And Valley wanted to argue that Cabras got a hand on it, but I don't think he did. So we're going the other way. Foul on the Vikings, so free kick for CMU. They'll take it quickly. That's Kuhn Schimmel with it. Delgado. Van der Eerden. Just off the mark. I don't know if he could have gotten a better handle on that. Just a little bit too far out in front, and he had a great diving attempt at it to try to keep it in play. And again, I think this will be a corner kick or a really deep throw in, but and again, a throw in for Johnson. Johnson, it's headed, cleared. Vander Eerden to Perrin. Perrin to Perojo. Vander Eerden, that ball goes out, and I think it's going to make its way not into the trees. Thought it was going to get over, but it'll be a throw-in for the Vikings. Looking for Hasanovic, turned over, though. Isaac Johnson, a little too far of a pass for Kuhn Schimmel. So a throw-in for the Vikings. This is Ilian Storr. Storr. It's Jurdich. Jurdich doing battle with Schimmel. Goes out of play. It'll be a goal kick for Cabras and the Eagles. Defensive miscue. Hasanovic. That shot blocked by Erne. Again, a defensive miscue there by CMU. And Perojo was looking for Perrin. Offsides, though, by about 10 to 15 feet. That got everyone's juices flowing, though. And 0-0 here. Scoreless, just 21 minutes into this first half. Got a couple scoring opportunities for Missouri Valley. Queller to Johnson. Vikings get possession back. Ball goes out the back of the end zone, so goal kick for the Eagles. Again, if you are tuning in now, we've got Hart men's soccer action here. It's an absolute gauntlet on the men's side. We've got 5 teams ranked in the top 20, top 25, I should say. And that's consistently year in and year out. William Penn, Missouri Valley, Baker traditionally as well. So no easy games here in the toughest conference in the country for NAIA men's soccer. And you're looking at 2 of the top teams here over the past 5 to 6 years. Ball sent. Johnson tries to chase it down. He does. He's got pressure, though. Johnson. Just constant pressure from the Vikings. And again, it'll be a goal kick for Central, but just hard to get any breathing room if you're an Eagles fan. The Vikings just provided constant pressure here in the first 23 minutes. Johnson. Ball's cleared. Goes way out into the trees, and one of our ball folks will have to trek down and see if he can track down that other ball. Throw in for Missouri Valley. Good throw in, sent into the box. Go out of play. It'll stay with Missouri Valley. This will be a throw-in for, I think this is Hashimoto. Deep in Eagles territory. Ball's thrown in. Flicked on. Nothing doing. Hashimoto, the Vikings come back away with it. It's Richards. Richards and Johnson doing battle. Stay with Missouri Valley. Hashimoto with the throw-in. Again, cleared out. Hashimoto with Schimmel and Stock defending. Correction, Aaron. Deflection, it'll stay again with Missouri Valley, and we'll do yet another throw-in. And honestly, with how deep some of these throw-ins are, it's almost a corner kick in terms of being able to utilize a set piece. Another throw-in, headed out. Richards. And that ball goes out of play in favor of CMU. Stock sends that one across the way here to Vander Eerden on the near side. Schimmel looking for Vander Eerden. Easy work, though, for Kruger and the Vikings. Delgado clears that. Again, I think we'll get a foul on Missouri Valley. That'll be on number 9, Kareem Apiknar. CMU will take a quickie. That's Aaron with it. Aaron's got some space. Over to Pedojo. Pedojo to Johnson. Johnson wearing the captain's armband. Looking for Vander Eerden. That's Arthur with the shot. Just wide of the mark right. No deflection, though, so Benitez, Delgado, and the Vikings will come away with a goal kick. Just under 19 minutes left here. We remain scoreless at Davis Field between CMU and number 16, Missouri Valley College. Schimmel tried to head it. Not quite tall enough for that one. Bechter to Perojo. Schimmel was looking for Vander Eerden or Arthur. Jurdich for the Vikings comes away with it. Adams sends it upfield. Deflected by Johnson. That's Queller for CMU down the middle of the field. Headed back. Apiknar. That's Aaron, a two-time NAI Honorable Mention All-American for the Eagles. Was looking for Perrin on that pass. Turned over, though. Hashimoto with it. Sends it back, and they reset. Igarashi. Hasanovich. Hasanovich with it. Hasanovich. Still got it. That shot. Over the top through the uprights. And I always say if this is playing American football, that'd be 3 points, but we're not. So just be a simple goal kick for CMU. Pedojo. Jersey tug by Perrin, so they'll get him for the foul. 14. Free kick for the Vikings at about their 40. Vikings with a shot, low lining, just past the outstretched arms of Cabras. No harm, no foul, though, as it sails wide anyway. Arthur. Vander Eerden. Hasanovich. Hashimoto on the far side. Turnover, that's Stock with it for CMU. Stock to Perrin. Perrin on the far side. Good defense by Hashimoto. Johnson. Adams just kicks that back to Benitez Delgado, who sends it long here, looking for Storr. Goes out of play, though. And we'll get our first substitution of the evening actually our second substitution. Number 17, Jayton Johnson. Looks like he's going to come in and replace Liam Arthur. Jayton, a fifth-year senior out of Columbia, Missouri. And Kean Halpin, at some point, he'll come into this game, number 19. Ernay. Bechter looking for Johnson. It's Isaac Johnson with it now. Ernay. He's got Hashimoto right there. Job by Hashimoto to give possession back to the Vikings. As I say that, Bechter comes away with it for CMU. See where he elects to go with it. Over to Stock. Stock to Bechter. Bechter to Ernay here on the near side in front of the CMU bench. Sends a shot up looking for Jayton Johnson. Good job by Benitez Delgado to clear it. CMU still with possession though. Perrin. He's got Schimmel. Kuhn Schimmel just waiting for support to arrive. Schimmel, shot. Far right, far wide. Kean Halpin is going to sub into this game. He's going to replace Schimmel. Storr on the near side. Halpin. Halpin looking for Perrin, just a little bit off. Again, good defense by Joe Adams and the Vikings. That'll be a foul on number 16, Queller. A free kick for Missouri Valley. Again, we are still scoreless. 33 minutes into this game, about 12 minutes left here in first half action. We'll see who can break the deadlock first. Quick throw in for Missouri Valley, but I think our head official said move that back just a few feet, so they do. Throw in for the Vikings. Foul of some sort. So it'll be a free kick for CMU. Bechter to Halpin. Perojo sends one deep. CMU men, after tonight, they've got one more home game in this 3-game homestand. They'll host Benedictine College this Saturday, October 14th at 8 o'clock. That will follow the women's game, which will take place at 5:30, and then for that, that'll be before the CMU football game against Benedictine. So a lot of Benedictine coming up this Saturday, but then after that, CMU will travel to Park on the 21st. They'll get about a 6-day break before gearing up against the Pirates in Parkville that Saturday, and then we'll have 2 more games at home on the 24th and the 27th. Vander Eerden to Bechter. Bechter back to Perojo. Perojo to Vander Eerden. It's Mats Vander Eerden. Sends a shot in the box. More of a cross. I think he was looking for Halpin. Benedis Delgado moves it up quickly, and Valley looking to counter. So that went out on a CMU defender, so we'll get a corner kick for the Vikings. Ball sent in, headed away. And Missouri Valley, they'll have a substitution coming in here shortly. Throw in for the Vikings. Ball cleared, but again, Valley maintains possession. Hashimoto, Perojo, over to Vander Eerden. Vander Eerden to Perojo. Good passing there by CMU. Richards and the Vikings come away with it. And we'll get a stoppage in play. Number 8, Alvaro Perojo, I think is going to get called for the foul. And our head official just having a conversation with him. So no card assessed. So you've got number 11, Sam Green, and then number 7, Malik Hasanovic. We'll see which one takes this. Sam Green with the shot. Not sure what happened there, if the official wasn't ready for play yet. Official is telling him to move back, which is interesting because I think he was set in the other spot previously, and then they had to move back, so must have snuck up on him. Anyway, we'll do it again. Sam Green sends one into the box. Cleared out. Blocked by Vander Eerden. Erne. Out of bounds. We'll have a substitution for the Vikings. That'll be number 18. See if I can find him here. Luka Paradia, junior forward out of Serbia. He's going to replace number 9, Kareem Apiknor. Just about 7 minutes left here in first half action. We are still scoreless. Been a high-intensity game, as you can imagine, if you know anything about the CMU Missouri Valley rivalry in any sport, but especially in soccer. Spector to Vander Eerden. Errant pass, and the Vikings have a chance to counter. Good defense by Johnson. Padojo. Looking for Halpin. Halpin just about a half step off sides. Again, he's got some speed, just a little bit too far in front of that one. And Missouri Valley will get another substitution. This is number 17, Lul Nadella. Ilian Storr, ball goes out of play. Perrin kicks it out in favor of CMU, though, or excuse me, Missouri Valley. Hasanovich with a free kick, sends one into the box. Headed out. Halpin. A little bit of pushing and shoving. And we'll get a stoppage in play. And we may or may not get our first card of the afternoon. We'll see. I don't think so yet. Thought we might with the stoppage in play, but it's a Nadella. What? Had a shin guard pop out for Nadella, so had time to put that back in. So foul on Nadella. Ball cleared by Aaron. Despite Valley's strong offensive pressure here in the first half, CMU's hung with them. Cabras goes out and grabs that before any harm can be done. So we're just right at 4 minutes here. First half action. We are still scoreless. Again, CMU looking to pull off an upset over the number 16 Vikings. Perrin to Jayton Johnson. Jayton Johnson on a breakaway. He needs support, though. Jayton Johnson over to Halpin. Great defense by Missouri Valley. Perfect timing, though, but Halpin was right there. Again, just good defense by the Vikings, and that was CMU's first real scoring opportunity this evening. Hasanovich. And Stock goes down, or commits a foul, I should say. And a stoppage in play again. And we've got an injured Viking down on the field. And hard collision between Adrian Stock of CMU. And they're going to call. I thought they were calling for the trainer, but maybe not. We'll see. So we'll resume play here. It'll be a throw-in for the Vikings. It's Jayton Johnson. Kean Halpin. Just under 3 minutes left here in half number 1. So again, when we get to the half, we'll give you folks at home some quick stats as we wrap things up. We'll take about a 15-minute break, and then we'll come back and see what the conclusion of this game will be in the final 45. For that, we've got about 2.5 minutes left here in half number 1, so we'll see if anything can come of that. So both sides pointing their respective ways. The official's going to go the way of the Vikings in this case, so throw in for Missouri Valley. Good defense by Perojo. Vikings still with it, trying to see if they can secure a goal right before the half. Turned over. That's Erne with it now. Erne in the middle of the field, looking for Johnson. That's Jayton Johnson. Jayton Johnson up to Lucas Perrin. Lucas Perrin needs to track it down, and again, that's going to be the third or fourth offsides call of the evening for CMU, and timing is just slightly off by about half a step or two every time. And again, good job by Valley's defense just to maintain that discipline to come up a little bit slightly to ensure those every time, because a good chunk of the time those will get called. About 90 seconds left here as the crowd chants get a little bit louder here as we close things out here in the first half. Isaac Johnson heads it back to Nicola Cabras. Just about a minute left here. 1 minute remaining. Again, several scoring opportunities for both sides here. Just haven't been able to find in the back of the net yet. Benitez Delgado sends that one. Vander Eeren to Perojo. Perojo still with it. He's got Jayton Johnson. We'll see who gets there first. It's going to be the goalkeeper in this case. Vikings looking to counter. Almost thought that might be a handball. They don't call it, though. Just under 20 seconds remaining. Cabras clears it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So that's going to do it for first half action here. CMU and Missouri Valley College are scoreless. We'll give you guys some quick stats. We'll be right back, though. Don't go away. You're listening to CMU Eagles Men's Soccer here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, guys, welcome back to Davis Field. We just hit halftime here between Central Methodist University and number 16, Missouri Valley College. This is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications, bringing you the action here tonight. We appreciate everyone from Marshall, Davis, wherever you are, for tuning in. So, in a fairly even first half for both sides. Missouri Valley, a majority of the possession, got off 4 shots, 1 shot on goal, compared to 3 shots and 1 shot on goal for CMU. 3 corners combined, 4 offsides, 3 of those on CMU, 14 fouls, which, again, not surprised with the intensity of these two teams. In terms of individual stats, Malik Hazanovich, 2 shots, 1 shot on goal for the Vikings. Igarishi, 1 shot. Jacob Adams, 1 shot. Clean sheet for both goalkeepers thus far in Cabras and Benitez Delgado. Liam Arthur, 2 shots, 1 on goal for CMU, and Mats van der Eerden, 1 shot. Again, a couple of really good scoring opportunities for CMU. Just timing's a little bit off, and those 3 offsides, I think, just show just a little bit off, about a half step behind in their scoring opportunities. But again, good defensive pressure by Missouri Valley to pull up in those situations and to let them have that extra space. Again, because I've said it before, 99% of the times, a lot of those will get called. So we are scoreless here in Fayette. 12 and a half minutes on the clock as we hit halftime. We'll bring you second half action back here shortly. So don't go away. We'll be back. This is CMU Eagles men's soccer here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, we are back. Welcome into Davis Field. We've got second half action here in the Heart of America Athletic Conference. CMU men's soccer teamed up against number 16 Missouri Valley College. That shot by Perojo, wide and goal for CMU. Alvaro Perojo just 24 seconds in, 2:24 in. CMU's got a 1-0 lead over Missouri Valley. A set piece on a throw-in for your Eagles, and Alvaro Perojo just in the right spot at the right time, and CMU's got a 1-0 lead here over the number 16 team in the country. I said 2:24 into the half, but I think my math was wrong. It's not the first time it's been wrong, but about basically 90 seconds in. We had to have a conversation. Our officials are having a conversation with our crowd, saying, please don't do that, whatever the case may be. So, CMU 1-0 lead here over Missouri Valley. Alvaro Perojo with the go-ahead goal just 90 seconds into this match, of the second half, I should say. We'll see how the Vikings respond again. Missouri Valley's had a majority of possession in the first half and looked like they had some more scoring opportunities, so we'll see what they do here. This is Green with it now. Sam Green launches a shot over everything. It's going to be out. See if there was a deflection. I don't think there was, so it'll be a goal kick for Missouri Valley. Halpin. So again, the crowds have gotten quiet, quite rowdy here in the first 45, but not quite as loud. I don't know if you attribute that to a goal for CMU. We'll get a foul on Missouri Valley. That'll be a free kick for Central. Kuhn Schimmel looks like he's going to take this free kick. So Perojo, normally known for his defense, just a good set piece there for the Eagles on a throw and just bounced around in the box, and Perojo was in the right spot at the right time and got it off of a deflection, and Benitez Delgado got caught in traffic, and Perojo just able to slip one past him just 90 seconds in. So Kuhn Schimmel on the free kick for CMU. We'll see if he can add to it. He sends a low line shot into the box. That goes past everyone. CMU trying to debate and argue that it went in favor of, should go in favor of CMU, but I think that'll just be a goal kick for the Vikings, and it will. So. Benitez Delgado sends this one long. Again, Valley looking to respond. That's Leo Nadella, second half starter for the Vikings. I think Hasanovic was replaced. Said his name a lot in the first half. We'll get a corner kick from Missouri Valley, an opportunity to set piece. Again, these are always dangerous. I say it over and over, but essentially getting to send a free kick into the box. And that shot taken right at Cabras, though. We'll see if we can get a number on who took that shot. I think that's Kruger, number 5. Halpin tried to flick it on to Arthur. Benitez Delgado grabs it, sends it up. Schimmel. It's Kuhn Schimmel. He's got some space. Parojo, he had the go-ahead goal here just 90 seconds in the second half. That's Isaac Johnson. Isaac Johnson, he's got numbers. Flicks it in. No one home, though. Cleared, though, by Kruger in Missouri Valley. And again, you score a goal and momentum shifts. So we'll see. A long way to go, though. 39 minutes, roughly. We'll see how Valley can respond. Here's Sam Green with it now. Sam Green with Queller defending. Good defense by Queller. Just elects to send that out. Tate Richards on the throw-in. Scratch that. Kazuka Hashimoto. And that's deflected out again by Queller, so we'll back up a few more steps. Hashimoto on the throw-in. Johnson clears it. He's got Arthur. That's Vander Eerden on the far side. Vander Eerden does a little spin. He's got space over to Halpin on the far side. That's Halpin. He's got Arthur and Schimmel. Send it back to Bechter. Bechter to Ernay. Ernay. Not sure he was looking for. Maybe to Parojo. Turned over, though. That's Sam Green with it. Over to Hashimoto. Deflected out again. Good defense by CMU. Allows their defense to get back. That was Isaac Johnson on the deflection. Ernay. Schimmel. Nice little backwards touch to Parojo. Parojo, I think he was looking for either Halpin or Arthur on a breakaway. Miscommunication, so Valley maintains possession. Is that shot? Shot taken by Igarashi, number 10, over everyone's head, though, including the goalkeeper and the goal itself. So, goal kick for the Eagles. Nicolo Cabras, freshman goalkeeper out of Bonnet, Italy, 6'1". Sends this to about midfield. He's got Parojo. That's headed by Richards. Parojo with it now. Parojo goes down. Both teams asking for the throw-in. It'll go the way of Missouri Valley, says the side official. Ball gets thrown in. High boot by Stock. Nothing said, though. They'll play on. Out of play. Stays in favor of Missouri Valley. 9 minutes in. Hashimoto on the throw. Ball headed out. Again, goes in favor of Missouri Valley, so they've had a majority of possession in the first half and the first 10 minutes of this game, but if of this half, I should say. If you're just now joining us, CMU struck, though, on a goal from Alvaro Parojo just 90 seconds into this second half. That's where we stand at 1-0. Missouri Valley threatening, though, on a set piece. Here's a throw-in. Ball cleared. There's Richards. Vander Eerden looking for Halpin. Ball goes out right to CMU's bench, Halpin will throw it in quickly. He's got Mats van der Eerden here. Near side. Was looking for Arthur. Halpin elects to just kick that out. Throwing for the Vikings, deep in their own territory. Ball's headed by Johnson. It's Isaac Johnson, Halpin. Again, Isaac Johnson, a couple deflections. He's got a little bit of space. He's got Arthur there in the middle. And there's a shot. And CMU's up 2-0. So Isaac Johnson with the crossover across the face of goal, and Kuhn Schimmel finds the back of the net for CMU. And just like that, CMU's up 2-0 on number 16 Missouri Valley College as we get a host of substitutions for the Vikings. Malik Hasanovic comes back into this game, as does Kareem Apniknar and number 11 Sam Green. So quite a turn of events here in this second half. I don't know if you guys can hear, but over on my right, way out in the depths of the student section, you can hear Miss Joanna Milo providing her signature whistle. You can hear it on the volleyball courts. You can hear it at Davis Field. Any athletic facility you're in, you can usually hear her if she's doing that. So shout out to her for that. Ball goes out of play. Johnson with the throw in. So Valley down 2-0 here in the first 12 and a half minutes of this second half. CMU got the scoring started. If you're just now joining us, Alvaro Perojo just in the first 90 seconds of second half action. Followed by a cross from Isaac Johnson that found Kuhn Schimmel, who fired it into the back of the net. It's the second goal of the evening. And again, Missouri Valley reeling here. They've had a lot of, I've said it many times, had a lot of possession in this first half and opening 14, 15 minutes of the second half. But CMU just capitalizing on opportunities, and we'll see how the Vikings respond here. They've got some work to do with about half hour left. That's Halpin. Halpin looking for Arthur. Deflected. Comes back the other way for Missouri Valley. And we'll get a stoppage in play, as I think that'll be Julius Kruger, I think. We'll see. A yellow card's assessed. So confirmation on that yellow card, that is number 5, Julius Kruger. So first yellow card of the night assessed, and that goes the way of Missouri Valley. So Schimmel sends one in. Cleared, Missouri Valley. Sent way downfield, though, to Nicola Cabras. Ball still in play. Again, good job by Cabras. He had Agarashi there giving chase for Missouri Valley. And the third goal of the game. Are you kidding me? And the goals are raining down here in half number 2 if you're a CMU fan. Kian Halpin jukes a defender out, and CMU's got a 3-0 lead here. They've scored 3 goals in 15 minutes. And we'll get a stoppage in play. 29:26 on the clock here. And I think we'll have a substitution, or no, that'll be an athletic trainer will come out and take a visit. That's Basil Erne that's slow to get up. So we'll take a quick break. CMU 3 goals in about a 15-minute span from Alvaro Perot, Kuhn, Schimmel, and Kian Halpin. So we'll take a quick break. You're listening to CMU Eagles Men's Soccer here on the Hart Conference Network. So we'll resume action here. Basil Ernay came off. I think CMU's just playing with 10 at the moment. That's Kuhn Schimmel. Schimmel. Again, just under 30 minutes left here. Again, the Vikings, number 16 in the country, perfect 6-0 record in the Heart of America, are trailing 3-0 against CMU. Mats van der Eerden. It's van der Eerden. And they'll call a handball on Queller on that one. Pretty evident. 16. We'll have a couple substitutions, one for each side. Jayton Johnson, number 17, is going to come in. As is number 3, Alejandro Gonzalez for Missouri Valley. And then Lucas Perrin for the CMU will also come back in as well. So those substitutions will roll through here. Kuhn Schimmel's going to come off, I believe, as is Liam Arthur. So Valley, a corner kick on the far side. Just under 27 minutes left here in the second half. Low line sent on. Cleared. Again, good defense by Schimmel and the Eagles. So Schimmel tries to send that up to Perrin. So Vikings looks like they were looking for Hasanovich, and I said his name a lot in the first half. Was not a second half starter, but came in pretty quickly when the deficit got to 3 for Missouri Valley. So we'll see if Hasanovich and the Vikings have any response here. This is their second corner in about the last 2 minutes. Last one was cleared. We'll see what they can do with this one. 25 minutes remaining. Ball sent in over everyone's head. See who tries to track it down. It's going to stay in play. That's Martin O'Toole with it now. CMU looking to counter. O'Toole up to van der Eerden. Good job by Kruger of Missouri Valley just to clear that one out. Gives the Vikings defense a chance to reset. So foul committed on Missouri Valley. So Free kick for the Eagles. This will be Isaac Johnson. Isaac, senior forward. Take this free kick from about the 40. Send it all the way across field. Leave that Schimmel. Schimmel to Perrin. Perrin with a shot. Just far left. He's asking for a deflection and a potential corner kick. I don't think they're going to give it to him, though. And he's going to protest, but official's pretty firm in his stance, so again, if you're just now joining us, CMU scoring 3 goals in about a 15-minute span. Absolutely explosive second half over the number 16 team in the country, and the momentum is all in favor of CMU. Johnson tried to send a long ball upfield, deflected by Kruger, though, goes the way of the Vikings. Again, they've got about 23 minutes to work with. And Stock just clears this one. Again, this long-standing rivalry, no matter where these teams sit in the conference standings or the national rankings, it's always a juggernaut from start to finish, and you can see the passion from both sides. CMU perhaps one of their best offensive performances of the year, at least in the last 15 minutes. We'll see if they can close it out here. On the Vikings, that's Vander Earden over to Queller. Queller all the way over to O'Toole. That's Martin O'Toole. Schimmel for Perrin. Now down to O'Toole. O'Toole tries to track it down. He can't track it down. It actually rolls onto the track and he goes down, but pops right back up. It'll be a throw-in for Valley deep in their own territory, though, so it gives Central a chance to reset here. That's Bechter. Bechter and O'Toole doing battle with Jurdich. Again, CMU defeated Grandview in an offensive, a pouring of offense this past Sunday, won by 5-3, and they're currently up 3-0 here. And if this score holds, they'll go 2-0 with 1 game left in their 3-game homestand. Would be a big boost for their morale and their standings in the regular season, and a chance to move up in conference tournament seeding as we're about halfway through the regular season. Green sends that in. Bechter deflects it. So substitution for Missouri Valley. Well, I thought I had a number 23 on my roster, but I don't know if I do. So number 23, Daniel Fernandez Filek comes in for Missouri Valley. I think he's listed as number 22 on the roster, but is wearing 23 tonight. So some number discrepancies, but we'll get it corrected. It's Jayton Johnson. Johnson, goalkeeper way off his line. Halpin and Johnson trying to track it down. Goes out of play. I think it'll be a set piece potentially for CMU, as Alvaro Perojo is going to re-enter this game. If you remember, Perojo had the first goal of the match 90 seconds into the second half. It looks like he's going to replace Queller, I think. And you can tell both these sides are absolutely worn out. So, set piece for the Eagles. It'll be a corner kick. First goal of the game was on a similar set piece. This is Kuhn Schimmel. Kuhn had the second goal. He sends one into the box. Headed, cleared. Cleared by Missouri Valley. That's Perrin. Luke Perrin. Good defense by Valley. They're looking to counter. Say Central's defense back, though. Say Valley needs supporting numbers here as time and good job by Cabras. He just scoops that up. He had O'Toole there to provide some additional shielding. Missouri Valley College looking for their first win over CMU since May 8th of 2021 when they knocked them off in the national semifinals. It seems like a long way. Seems like an awfully long time ago. Ball goes out of play. 17 and a half minutes remaining. CMU a 3-0 lead over the number 16 team in the country. Liam Arthur getting a quick break. He'll check back into this game. Ball sent in. Bounces around. Almost went into the back of the net. No one was home there as it went across the face of goal, but good job by CMU to clear it. I think Cabras was stuck in a little bit of no man's land there. And they'll call a foul on Missouri Valley. Not sure who specifically. I'll see if I can get a number. You can hear the Nadella called on the foul, and you can hear the protesting from the Missouri Valley bench and their sideline. But we'll head the other way as time winds down. Again, if you're just now joining us, CMU 3 goals in a 15-minute span, all started in the first 90 seconds of the second half. Alvaro Perojo on a set piece, followed by Kuhn Schimmel and then Kian Halpin. So momentum has really shifted in favor of the Eagles in this second half, and we'll see if they can hang on. They've got 16 minutes. Again, Valley continuous pressure on that back line of CMU, but credit to Stock and Perojo and Bechter there on the back line, and as well as Cabras coming out and having the confidence enough to go out and get some of those balls that are in no man's land. So, and we'll get a stoppage in play. Luke Perrin committed the foul. We get some pushing and shoving. Gonzalez as well. And you expected this, some of the chippiness here as time winds down in this. We'll get a yellow card. So Lucas Perrin on the late shove there. That'll be a yellow card. I think just the second yellow card assessed of the evening. 15:47. Valley will get a free kick from about the 35 if you're looking at the grid lines. No, not grid lines, but the lines on the football field. Again, Liam Arthur and Cesar Queller also looking to come back in. So, clock resumes. Ball is sent in. Again, Nicolo Cabras just comes out and picks it up. Johnson to Halpin. Adela. He goes down. Ball deflected. It's Martin O'Toole. Tries to clear it. Still in play. Finally gets cleared by Bechter. So Perrin is going to come off. Queller is going to replace him. Liam Arthur will come on. He replaces Jayton Johnson, so those two, their nights are done. Shout out to my fellow assistant AD, Tim Crowley, for tuning in. He wasn't able to be here tonight. Had some things going on that he needed to tend to. So we're holding the fort down while he's away. Hopefully he's back for the next soccer match. So 12 minutes left here. Arthur. Offsides. Excuse me, foul called, I believe. So it'll be a corner kick for the Vikings. Hasanovic. Ball sent in. Cleared. It's Halpin. Just under 10 minutes left here. CMU up 3-0. Vander Eerden. Mats Vander Eerden. Bechter. Was looking for Halpin, cleared. That's Queller. Over to Vander Eerden. Foul committed on Isaac Johnson, number 7. Again, Nikola Cabras, he's been under consistent pressure all evening long, and he's stepped up to the challenge of having to face Missouri Valley College, who is currently atop of the conference standings at 6-0-0, perfect in heart play, but CMU just 8 minutes away from handing them their first loss of the conference slate. We'll have a host of substitutions for Missouri Valley. Again, Valley has had some good scoring opportunities. We'll have a host of substitutions here. Leonardo Chuli for CMU, number 21. He'll also sub into this game here. The next stoppage in play. And we'll get those substitutions right now. So 6:34 remaining here. Ball's back in play. CMU on the verge of their biggest win of 2023. As they look to close out a shutout of Missouri Valley College. They've got about 6 minutes to work with. Missouri Valley trying to put something together, a miracle of sorts here in the closing 6 minutes. Nicolo Cabras launches that one way downfield. Schimmel to Halpin. Halpin to Chuli. I believe they called a foul on Halpin, though, so that'll go the way of Missouri Valley. They'll get a free kick, take it quickly as they don't have much time to work with. 5.5 minutes left. So 4:56 left here. CMU just elects to send that ball as far down field as possible the way of Missouri Valley. Trying to waste as much time here in the closing moments of this match. 4.5 minutes left. And CMU goals from Perojo, Schimmel, and Halpin. Perojo got things started in the second half. It was a scoreless first half for both sides, but CMU came out rocking on all cylinders. In the second half, started with Perojo with a goal just 90 seconds in. Kuhn, Schimmel, and Kean Halpin followed with goals for the Eagles. And that's how we're at the scoreline that we are right now. Ball picked up by Cabras. Nicolo Cabras sends one far to Halpin. That's Kean Halpin off sides. Two minutes left here. That's Halpin. Halpin sends a ball all the way up to Schimmel. At least was looking for Schimmel. "90 seconds left here. Just about a minute left here as we count things down here in the final few moments. 1 minute remaining. So less than 30 seconds here as CMU is holding on here in the final moments. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And your Central Methodist Eagles knock off the number 16 team in the country in a clean sheet nonetheless. in a 3-0 victory for your Eagles over number 16, Missouri Valley College. What an incredible performance from the Eagles here tonight. So we'll have some quick stats as we wrap things up here. Incredible win for CMU, handing the Vikings their first loss in Hart Conference action. So we've got a few things we got to address here as we close things out. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. So an absolutely incredible performance for CMU here at Davis Field. Again, Missouri Valley coming in hot, 6-0 in the Hart, top team in the conference by far. CMU struggled against ranked teams thus far this year, but took care of business on their home turf and absolutely rolled to a 3-0 victory over the Vikings here at Davis Field. So let's get some quick stats for you guys, and then we'll get you out of here. So CMU finishes the evening with 7 shots, 4 shots on goal. Key piece is those 3 goals, obviously. 3 corners, 1 save, 8 shots, 2 shots on goal, 6 corners for Missouri Valley, but weren't able to put any of those shots on frame. 2 yellow cards for both sides, but 26 combined fouls, so not as many cards as you would think with a game this intense, but an absolute stunner. An absolute stunner here if you just look at the paper matchup. But an incredible win for head coach Adam Galla in his first year, a signature win for his program. Again, always over rival Missouri Valley College. So Liam Arthur led the way with 2 shots, 1 shot on goal. Kuhn Schimmel and Alvaro Pro each with a shot, both coming on frame, both connecting and finding the back of the net. Isaac Johnson with an assist. I think we probably had a couple more of assists. And there we'll go back and watch and double check those. Kean Halpin a shot, 1 shot on goal. So then looking at stats for Missouri Valley College. 2 shots for Hasanovich and 2 shots for Igorishi. 1 shot for Sam Green, 1 shot on goal for Jurdich. And it just wasn't their night. Ran into an intense fan base, and again, you throw the records out the window at this point when you play your rivals. So that's going to do it here. CMU knocks off Missouri Valley College. The Vikings are now 7-4-0 in regular season action and are 6-1-0 in conference play. The CMU men improved to 6-5-2, 3-3-1 in conference play, an absolute signature win to get them back in the thick of the race for conference postseason tournament seeding. So that's going to do it here. I want to give a big shout out to my staff for all they do. It's never easy, all the stuff that we've got to go through, but I got a few people to shout out. We'll start with my GA, Caitlin Streeter, who was running stats and dealing with all the mayhem that is yellow cards and fouls in soccer. So shout out to her. Shout out to Addie Butler running the scoreboard, doing a great job. The broadcast team, Ozzy Barella, running the camera for us tonight. And just as I say that, turning in on our celebration shots as we're stretching. So Natalie Quinteros producing for me, running the stream. And then KJ Johnson running that hero cam down on the field when you guys saw those early intros. So appreciate all them. It's never easy. It's a lot of work to put these events on. So shout out to those guys and for all they do for me. So that's going to do it here. A great night. If you're an Eagle fan, CMU knocks off Missouri Valley College, the number 16 team in the country. 3-0 here at home. So with that being said, good night for both squads. The CMU women come away with a win, as do the CMU men. So we'll call it a night here from Davis Field. We appreciate you all tuning in. This is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications here at Central. Thank you so much for tuning in on the call. Tune in on Saturday. We've got 3 matches. We've got Benedictine football, CMU men's and women's soccer, all at home at Davis Field. So if you're not able to make it out to the field, you can surely watch all of the action live on the Hart Conference Network. So again, thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you Saturday. You've been listening to CMU Eagles Soccer here on the Hart Conference Network.